sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, crazy. That's the first one I picked. He picked out like instantly.
So music, tell me about it.
So he is gonna get straight to it.
No, I'm just kidding. First of all, how are you guys doing?
Man, I'm excellent, man.
Good.
It's been a good year.
Sir, blessed and highly favored, man.
Good, man. Good Christmases.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Christmas was solid, real chill, low key, how I prefer it for real. So yeah, it was good.
Okay, what was you get anything special for Christmas?
No, I didn't get shit, but I had a good dinner. My mom went crazy. A little ham dinner, yams, mac and cheese, the boot bang, you know, the whole shit. It was fire.
That's a good gift.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
Good food.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So you guys are working on a new project together. Tell me a little bit, how did that get started, and where are you guys at now with it?
Yeah, so Chim gave me a call, man. It was damn near out the blue, I feel like. Like, I don't know where it came from. I can't remember. But Chim called me. I was at work. He like, yo, let's do a tape. And I'm like, all right, shit. Because I kind of been dormant, you feel me, musically for like a couple of years damn near. Like, obviously, I've been at it for a long time since I got out of high school, like 2011. And then did a couple projects in there. You know, once I got to 2018, I kind of took a detour and got into some other stuff, you know, doing battle rap and putting on events and moving around just in, you know, however I was going to move around. And I would drop music here and there, a feature here, feature there, a song here, there. But I never had done a project since then. And then that whole time, Chim had just been grinding. You know, right. Chim was around when I was doing my album, Jewel of the Valley, back in 2017. And, you know, he would rock with me to some of the sessions and just look at the engineering and how the process goes down. And since then, bro just kind of took off and was like, fuck it, I'm about to really, you know, turn my shit up. And he'd been doing, you know, Keep Your Chim Up Fridays, right. Dropping a beat every single Friday since then, you know. So what's it been, like 7-8 years now?
Something like that, bro. I think it's like a little over 8 now.
That 8
and
years.
You never missed a Friday?
Never missed a Friday, bro.
That's incredible.
That shit crazy.
that it takes and the willpower to do that. Because a lot of, obviously, through social media and things like that, that's the number one thing they talk about is consistency. And you've upped your production values from like the video standpoint too, I've noticed over the last year.
Yeah, man, we making movies now, man. I remember like the first 52 weeks, it was just strictly pictures. You know what I'm saying? So it was just tight to just see, you know, how far I've came with it. Cause, you know, even at the time when, you know, I was first working with Leak, or not even working with Leak, but just, you know, soaking up game and just trying to learn as much as I could. I was still a professional athlete, and I would just be in town for maybe like a week, maybe 2 weeks out of the year. So, you know, it was just dope for him to even bring me into those sessions, because like when you're learning music production, it is a pretty lonely journey, just because I would say, or at least in the beginning, just because it's like, yeah, you can ask somebody, oh, how do I do this? How do I do this? But it's like every producer got so much stuff going on that they don't have the time to just, you know, to babysit you and show you every single process of making beats, you know what I mean? Sure. So you really got to go down that rabbit hole yourself and figure it out. Then, you know, as you're learning, and as soon as you start to get competent enough, you start to understand, like, damn, I get it. I get why bro didn't have that much time, because it's like so many different pockets of information that you can learn, and it never ends, you know what I mean?
Right. And so the project that you guys are working on now, when did you start on it, and when's the expected release date?
So I would say, I think we started the top of 2025, so somewhere like February, March, I would say, right before you was getting ready to drop your EP that you did. We kind of started around then. He sent me the first batch of beats. And then now we're getting ready to drop February 2026, somewhere middle of February. I don't have the exact date yet, but mid-February 2026 will be out. It's already done, so you don't got to worry about that. I'm just, let me roll this motherfucker out. Let me roll this thing out, but we'll be out in February. But yeah, we started somewhere at the top of this year, and Chim sent me the first batch of beats, and instantly I picked a couple out them joints, and I'm just like, this kind of that one, like, cause with Chim, as we said, his consistency, like, it's in the music too. Like, his beats consistently have like a certain type of bounce that I fuck with that rhythm. So it was really hard for me to choose beats, because I could rap on any of these for real, you know. Right. So I was just listening for certain ones that had, is there a certain melody or a certain instrument that stands out in that one that really tells me it differentiates it from the rest of these? And any of those that I found, I picked. Because for me, I want to be able to do something with my writing and my vocals that stands out from each joint individually. I don't want them to all run concurrent, which sometimes that's a good thing these days too. Like you'll hear an artist who his whole project sounds kind of in one vein, and that can work well for people. I'm just somebody who's always been versatile, and like if I do too many like that, I'm not gonna like it. So I can't really put it out for my own self. So I was just looking for stuff that was, ooh, that had this flute that did this. Ooh, that had this type of vibe that was completely different from that. And so that's why it took me a while to really pick my beats that I went with from Chim. But once I got them, it was off to the races.
So what's the process for you guys as far as, you know, are you getting the beats from him and then you're writing, or you already have something written and you're like, hey, you're just kind of mix and match and see what works with what, or what's the process there?
For me, it's straight, and once I get the beats from him and then I'm writing, because, and it has changed throughout my career writing music. Like early on, I would write songs and try to find a beat to fit it to, and sometimes it works, but it's really hard to find a perfect marriage when you do that.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point where I'm like trying to just make stuff that I want to make good vibes that people want to listen to. So oftentimes I let the beat set that vibe, and then I'm just gonna, you know, do my part to make matrimony with it, as opposed to I need to use my pen and my vocals to dominate the soundscape. That's not what always makes, you know, the best song or the best vibe. Now, if you're just on some pure rap shit, you could spit some bars that are so crazy that it don't really matter what the beat do.
Right.
But that's not necessarily what I'm going for, especially with this type of project and with this type of producer. Like with Chim, like I said, his shit rides. It's got its own wave to it. So I'm really just trying to make matrimony with it based on the sounds that he laid down.
And your projects that you've done in the past, is it how different or how similar is it going to be? Because you've had some great music in the past. And is this your guys' first time, like, dropping something together?
It's our first time,
Yep,
bro.
absolutely. Yeah, like
awesome.
Even when we was running around back in the day, we was just kicking it. Like we didn't even put nothing out that we did together. We was just, he would send me stuff, you know, he would hear what I had, but we never actually put nothing out. So yeah, this is gonna be completely different. Any album I've done or any project I've done in the past hasn't been as cohesive or had like the certain type of sound that we're going with this time around. In my opinion, I think I took a little bit of risk on this project, just specifically with a couple songs where I did things that I haven't done in the past, which I think is dope. We'll see how it's received when it comes out, but yeah, it won't be really similar to nothing before. I feel like I'm different now. I'm better now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. So, how long have you guys known each other?
Man,
Shit,
at least probably. I'd probably say what, 20?
Yeah.
Was it after high school or like?
I think just after.
Before?
Maybe like, yeah, because when I was at CRC playing baseball, you was cutting one of my teammates' hair back then. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker always been some type of hustling ass. Like he was cutting hair back then. We was playing soccer at Sac State.
Yeah.
So before I even got to Sac State, I think I had met you back then. So that was like 2012.
Yeah. So shit, good. 13 years is crazy, man. So and we've been tough with this shit, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know what, bro? I want to say it like. Cause you was dancing too a little bit, right?
Yeah,
you was like turfing
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. I was.
I
even before.
Yeah, so it was high school for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't like vividly remember exactly what year, but you know, I heard a leak. Just you know, niggas was dancing.
I was outside, man. I was outside. I used to go over to all the different high schools and turf and dance battle niggas. So yeah, you for sure. Hey, I was outside back then. I was one of them with that too. Don't get it twisted.
Then also just him and Joe being like super close. Joe's been one of my brothers for a minute too.
Facts.
So you know, it was just having a mutual friend, and this is way before I ever knew I was gonna make beats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because my next question was gonna be like, what took so long? What took so long? You know.
Man, bro, motherfuckers was just on like you said, bro was a professional athlete. Like, where was you at? Costa Rica? Like,
bro, I got drafted to the Earthquakes like 2015. Played college soccer at Sac State. You know, I was living in Costa Rica like 6 years, and it wasn't until I want to say 2017, 2018 is like when I started like the first Keep Your Chin Up video, bro. So, and like even in that process, nobody knew I was making beats. I was really just doing my soccer thing. Then as soon as I'd get back home, I would just be on YouTube learning. You know what I mean? Just trying to it was like learning a new language.
Yeah.
So it was about 2 years of that, bro. Like, because I want to say I started 2016, but I didn't start dropping the videos till 2018. And that was just my process of being able to, okay, this is how I'm going to document the journey of my growth in this music production shit. You know what I mean? Okay. So I'm glad I started when I did, bro, because I learned so much, and just like, man, it's night and day difference from when I first started to today.
Yeah.
And it's full circle, bro, because you remember, I remember Leak just going crazy back then, and I'm just like, damn, this is tight, you know what I mean? And I'm just getting back from Costa Rica. I probably got a couple days in town. I'm at the session. I'm watching him and the Black Knight, the homie Brandon, just cook up from scratch, and I'm just like, yo, I cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, I was just super impressed with that whole process, and it kind of just lit a fire under me to be like, okay, I got to start taking this more. Like, not that I wasn't taking it serious, but I'm still new. You know what I mean? So I don't really know what it looks like to necessarily be serious, because it's like, okay, I'm making beats today. I may take like a week off, and I'm like, all right, this is something that I really got to continue to, put some work into every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what drew you to producing after soccer?
Bro, it was actually my senior year. No, I think it may have been my like redshirt junior year. The homie Nick Taylor, he went by Kid Swag. He was on the track team.
Kid Swag, yeah.
And he was going crazy, man. I remember he had some of like the homegirls on the soccer team in the video.
He used to be having the campus going crazy. I remember, bro. I remember,
crazy, bro. And it was just like, he ended up getting in a situation at Sac State where like he was going crazy on the track team, but they made him like choose between track and rap. He chose rap. Bro was still rapping, doing his thing, and he had invited me to a session. I want to say my junior year. It was like him and the homie DJ Amar, and that was just like my first time of like watching music get made from scratch, just nothing.
Yeah.
His producer Hollis had pulled out the beat machine, started going crazy on the drums, started adding some other synths and all that, and I'm just like, hey, yo, this is how music's being made. And next thing you know, I'm seeing Nick in his phone just writing away. I'm like, what's he doing? Next thing you know, he hops in the booth and starts spitting like immediately, and I'm like, yo, what? I was blown away, bro. And that was about, I want to say, a year before I had got drafted, bro. So I was just like, man, as soon as I have like some real time, this is what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's awesome. Where do you get your inspiration nowadays?
Just living, bro. For real. I wouldn't even say I'm one of those producers that just be cooped up 24 hours, bro. Like, I like doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, very spontaneous person. So I just like to live my life, have a good time. And the funny thing, like, I remember even yesterday, bro, on some like random shit, me and my pops were just talking about it. Like, I'm always just making beats, whether I'm just chilling in the crib, whatever it is. But it's like, I don't necessarily just want to go be cooped up in the room, you know what I mean, making beats. I'd rather go be out in the open, having conversations, cracking jokes, watching the game, while I'm just working on ideas and having, you know what I mean, just in the midst of it, you know what I'm saying? So I would just say, I just get inspiration by anything that's going on. Like, as y'all know, like, wherever we're at, whether we're watching like games, commercials, TVs, movies, there's music playing at all times. So it's like my ear instantly hears like some inspiration, and I'm like, oh, let me write that down on my thing. You know what I mean? Oh, ooh, that sample crazy. Oh, I gotta go flip that right now before I lose it. You know what I mean? So, inspiration just jumps out of anywhere.
Yeah, that's similar with me too, because like I talk about, I've taken breaks from dropping music and shit, and like in those years when I took breaks, I wasn't really doing much. I was just at home, like trying to get my household together, hold down my house, whatever, pay my bills, but I wasn't outside. So now, like, you hear me getting all this creative energy back, and like I said, I made about, in the last 2-3 months, I've probably cooked like 35, 40 songs. That's because I've been outside, I've been living life, I've been on trips this year, I've been doing things. Once that happens, it's easy to write songs. Like, I could see somebody walk down the street, oh, that's a bar, and one bar quickly turns into 16, and then 16 turns into a song that quick. So it's like, it's easy when you outside doing stuff and living life, like experience turns into the art real quick.
Exactly.
So when you're out and about, do you write it down right away, the inspiration, or do you like kind of reminisce on your day afterwards?
Yeah, you just get a feeling, like you just see something, and if it speaks to you in a certain way, it becomes it transitions into art at some point. Like, I don't write shit down. I got a studio session in an hour from now. I'm not gonna write nothing until I get there, or I'm on the way there. But like, it's just because I've done it a long time now. I can work quickly, but I can just channel it all. I don't write nothing out while I'm outside.
Well, you've been battle rapping for a long time now, so it's probably a lot easier. That's just your process, whatever comes to mind real quick. And
what's crazy about that is, like, battle rappers have a stigma if they can't make music, and that's kind of true. Them niggas be ass. But good thing is I'm not a battle rapper first. I was an artist first, and like, what that did help me with though is when I'm writing a battle and I have to think of like punchlines all the time, I can see anything and create a punchline out of it. So now I can translate that into music too. Like I can see something and easily formulate that into, oh, this is how this connects to a room full of people. And if I say it this way, they'll understand it. Like I think I'm able to get my message across more concisely now because of the time I spent doing battle rap and shit like that. So that's another reason I feel like I'm better now.
What excites you guys most about this project coming up?
Like I said earlier, the matrimony, man, like the sounds based on what I did with the sounds and then sending them back to Chim and, just putting the ear candy behind it. I think it's going to go crazy. It's got a lot of, it covers a lot of bases in just a short time. It's an EP, not a full length album. So it's not going to run you your whole day, but in the time that it runs, it's going to cover a lot of bases. You're going to get bars. You're going to get some slap. You're going to get some bounce. You're going to get some talking about life, love, hustling, relationships, and everything in between in a short amount of time. So that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, and for me, bro, just being able to make music with the homies, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a real full circle moment, bro, because, like, at a time when I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do I even do this? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not the easiest thing to learn in the beginning, you know what I mean? There's so much different information, so much different language that I wasn't used to. And for Leak back then to even be able to bring me into like that session and just show me like what this looks like at a professional standard, I was like, man, hey bro, like I'm starting to get cracking over here in LA. A lot of people are starting to work with me. A lot of producers starting to work with me. A lot of opportunities are presenting themselves. I'm like, yo, bro, we got to do something. You know what I mean? And I can't even remember exactly how it even came about. I don't know if Leak was just like, hey bro, send me some beats or something. I can't remember. Like, I'll just have to look at the text or go through our like IG DMs or text messages. But there was something that sparked it. I'm sending some beats. He sent back like some ideas. I'm like, bro, we might as well just do a tape, bro. Like, it's like the amount of stuff that I learned in the process of dropping this joint project with Zoe Osama has been, I learned so much in that process. So it's like it's only right for me to continue to share that with the homies as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So if you can compare this album to maybe something that a big time artist that you've heard in the past, or maybe it's a mixture of artists, artists? What's the plural of artists?
Black people say artists all the time.
Okay. So what would the comparison kind of draw to?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know for real. It's just like, man, it's
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, bro, you about to get me for real. Like
you got to hear it to find out.
Yeah, like if you're familiar with Chim sound, you're gonna get some of the Chim sound. Like, but Chim also did some things on this project that's outside of what you may have heard from him. That's another thing. Like, we started this at the top of the year, and like, he'll tell you too, like, obviously his sound is consistently evolving. At the rate he's producing damn near every day, weekly, if not every day, his sound is changing. So like, as I had picked some beats, did a complete full song to, and then I hear something else from him and I'm like, we gotta trade this out. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like the sound as his sound evolved over the year, so did mine and my choices that I made, to do, what songs to do. Yeah, it's really gonna be fresh. Like I can't really compare it to nothing. You just gotta hear it and see how you fuck with it.
Yeah, and the cool thing with this is just like, it's not like, oh, I'm just working on this one specific sound, bro. Like when I'm working with the artist, I really like to find out like what they're inspired by. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I could it's like me entering their world, but they're also entering mine. So it's just as I hear some of the songs that are, getting his attention or something that he's maybe inspired to write by, I'm like, that's usually what I like to tell artists, like, bro, like send me some stuff that you listen to, like send me like what's going on, like what's going on in your life right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like really just trying to actually just talk to the person, you know what I'm saying? It's not just about the music, you know what I'm saying? So even just that, and he, showing me some of the stuff he was inspired by, it gives me kind of like a palette to work with. So I'm just like, all right, bet, bro, like, I know you love this. Okay, let me flip this. Let me put, my little twist on it, and bam, I'll send it. He's like, bro, this is crazy. You know what I mean? And it's like, as he's saying, the sound's evolving every single day. So it's like, I'm not just like, oh, just a West Coast producer or just this type of producer. I just need to talk to the artists and figure out what it is that they like, and I can bring it into my world and still, marry the two of them.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait for the project to come out. You know, I've been following you guys for a long time, obviously, and
Of course.
and you even longer. We go back to high school, so can't wait for you guys. I'm glad you guys are finally collaborating on a project. So, where can people find you currently on socials or music, Spotify?
Yeah, bro.
Madman on everything at Madman League, MADMANLEK. It's all one word. It's on everything, the same place. Madman League, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, Apple, all the streamers. So Madman League everywhere.
Yep. And for me, Chimchilla 92. Right on, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of that. YouTube, Chimchilla Beats, man. And just recently dropped another project with Zoe Sama called Rhythm and Zoe that's going crazy
Fire.
right now. And, got a whole bunch of other things planned for 2026. And to start it off, I'm with my brother Madman League.
Yeah, Chimchilla Madman, February 2026. The Last Goat dropping this week. So by the time y'all see this, you'll already have seen the In the Vault performance video of The Last Goat. The Last Goat will be out on Friday, January the 2nd, on all streamers. So, The Last Goat, first single off the Chimchilla Madman EP. Myself, Madman League, and the bro Chimchilla.
Yes, sir.
All right.